The first time she was seen, it was impossible to ignore how sad she looked.
So
Curled
sad.
up, barely moving. Her eyes told a story of pain and fear.
I knew that
She was just a young dog, but she already seemed tired of life. Anyone looking at her could see she needed help. At first, there was hesitation. No one was sure if she would even allow someone to touch her. She was trembling and clearly scared. A towel was gently placed over her before she was picked up and carried to safety. It was the first step toward giving her another chance. At the shelter, the truth about her condition became clear. Her pelvis had been shattered and she couldn't walk. The staff feared the worst, that she might never walk again, maybe even remain paralyzed for life. The pain she was in was obvious. She was shy,
in the shelter
timid,
was jumping
and unsure
for joy.
if she could trust anyone around her. But rescuers refused to give up. They sat with her at her level, speaking softly, trying to show her that she wasn't alone anymore. Step by step, she began to trust. She let them touch her, care for her, and stay by her side. Even though she was still in pain, there was a spark of hope in her eyes. The first big breakthrough came a few weeks later. After surgeries, treatment, and round-the-clock care, she stood up on her own. It was shaky, slow, and uncertain, but they were real steps. Everyone in the shelter celebrated that moment. Staff members cheered, tears filled their eyes, and joy filled the room. After all the worry, she was walking again. Her name was Willow, and despite everything she had been through, her sweetness never faded. From the beginning, the rescuers knew she was special. She had every reason to give up, but she kept going, fighting through the pain and fear. Finding her a foster home, however, was not easy. Many people hesitated because of her injuries. They weren't sure what to expect, and some feared she might not recover fully. But just when it seemed like Willow would have to stay at the shelter longer, an amazing couple stepped forward. They agreed to take her in, giving her the comfort and love she needed outside of the shelter walls. Wrapped in blankets, Willow rode to her foster home.
In the shelter
she didn't know it yet,
for joy.
but her life was about to change forever. At first, she was nervous. Everything was new. The smells, the people, the routines. But slowly, she started to realize she was safe. One of the first turning points in her foster home came when she was introduced to water. Her foster family had another dog who loved swimming. At first, Willow was hesitant. She watched from the side, unsure if she could stand up. But little by little, she worked up the courage to try. When she finally jumped in, it was as if a whole new part of her opened up. She loved it. Swimming became her favorite activity, and it helped strengthen her back legs as she continued healing. Week by week, her progress amazed everyone. The shy, broken dog who once hid in fear was now running, playing, and wagging her tail with excitement. Her foster family couldn't believe how quickly she was bouncing back. By the third week, it was clear this wasn't just a foster
Everyone in the shelter was jumping for joy.
She followed them everywhere, curled up by their feet, and showered them with affection. She wasn't just healing physically, she was learning what it meant to be truly loved. Her transformation was remarkable. The dog who once struggled to take a single step now ran happily around the yard. The one who once avoided human touch now leaned in for cuddles and pets. She had gone from hopeless to joyful in just a few short months. Willow's story is a reminder of what rescue truly means. It's not just about pulling an animal out of danger. It's about giving them the time, care, and patience they need to rediscover life. With love and support, even the most broken souls can heal. Today, Willow is a permanent member of her foster family. They knew they couldn't let her go, and they didn't want to. She is part of their lives forever now, surrounded by love, comfort, and security. Her journey shows what the power of compassion can do. From the streets in pain and unable to walk, to a happy dog playing in the water and running free. Her life was completely transformed because someone cared enough to stop and help. Every rescued dog has a story, but Willow stands out because of her strength. She fought through so much, yet her heart remained open to love. That's what makes her so special. If Willow's story touched you, please take a moment to give it a like. Share it with someone who needs a reminder of what love can do. And if you have your own rescue story, tell us in the comments. Every story shared helps spread awareness and inspires more people to open their homes and hearts to animals in need. Because sometimes the smallest step, like wrapping a towel around a scared, broken dog, can lead to the biggest transformation. And Willow is living proof of that.